Hello and welcome back to Yorkshire Railway and welcome back to another mega train update. So first of all, I do apologise if I sound a little bit nasally. Right before Christmas I have developed a little bit of a sniffle. Hopefully it will go away by Christmas. So yes, that is why I sound a little bit nasally. Second of all, I have to say another big thank you to Kieran at Prince Direct. So Kieran obviously sent me a few 00 gauge track gauges, is probably the correct term, and obviously I did a little video. You might have seen it. If not, I will put it in the video description to this one. But basically, I said in the video that I really love the product that Kieran has created using 3D printers, and the one thing that I would have to get, as an extra one, is some of the straight modules. But anyway, Kieran got in touch with me and said, "Oh yeah, he really liked the video. Didn't expect me to actually make one. Just thought he might see the products pop up in one of my, model building videos." Anyway, obviously, yeah, I ended up doing a video just to support Kieran because I think the products are pretty good. But Kieran has not only sent me one straight, he sent me 3 extra ones. So yeah, really big thank you to Kieran. I hope you're doing well, my friend. And thank you very much for the straight modules. It's very much appreciated. But anyway, on to the mega train update of why I'm making the video in the first place. Because we've got to talk about Accurascale, who have been very busy people down there. Yeah, I think busy is an understatement, really. But anyway, we'll get to it and we'll break this down because they have had many things to talk about. So we'll start off first of all with the Class 37. Obviously, some of you may have known that a few months ago, I think it was, or even a month ago, Accurascale announced they were doing a third run of their Class 37 models, a model that I am yet to pick up, even though I absolutely adore Class 37s or the trackers. So yeah, I thought now is my chance. I'm going to pick 1 up or 2 up and now 3, because they've decided that they're going to do not only just the standard Class 37s that they're doing, which I think is the original tooling, they're doing some variants, which is the 37/9s. In particular, they're doing 37901, 902 and 903 in Europhoenix livery, rail freight metal sector two-tone grey, and just the rail freight grey with yellow ends. So yeah, very exciting stuff from Accurascale. The Europhoenix one is a Accurascale exclusive. So if you want one of those, you'll have to go directly to Accurascale. So that's where you can get that one from. Whereas the other 2 you can get directly from your local retailer, should you wish. Anyway, forgive me, it's a lot of information to take in, so I have got my trusty iPad with me, just to basically go through the mega update. Although Accurascale call it the mini mega update, which I think is an understatement. But anyway, I was going to go in order of which is most meaningful to me and which is least meaningful, but yeah, I'm just going to go in order. So, Class 55 Deltics have landed on home soil, and yeah, they will be making their way out over the next couple of days. I believe they landed yesterday, so over the next couple of days they will be shipped out and ready for your Christmas presents. So, lovely stuff. Obviously, do understand this time of year in the UK, well, I mean all over the world really, but it's a very busy time for retailers. So do be patient, please be courteous. If something is going wrong for any reason, it's a very busy time of year, systems go down, causes a right load of chaos. Everybody is doing their best to make sure that you have the best Christmas possible and that all your models get to you safe. So be kind, be patient, and most of all, be courteous. But yes, they will be making their way out to you soon, so hopefully they will arrive just in time for Christmas. Then we've got the Andrew Barclays, which They say they've had to use a secondary warehouse because they are trying to fulfill the volume of orders that they've had over the Black Friday, Cyber Monday, as well as obviously the Christmas rush. So again, they hopefully will be out, but there is a 10 to 14 day delivery slot, so you might not necessarily get it in time for Christmas, but it will certainly become hopefully before New Year. So yeah, again, just be understanding, and although you might not get to play with it on Christmas Day, you'll have it at some point over the holidays. Then we get to the P class, which unfortunately they've had a little bit of a disaster. Same with the Andrew Barclays. Some of them had arrived damaged. So what they've done is they've had to redesign the entire packaging. Now, it's absolutely fine for the Andrew Barclays because they are in the warehouse. They're just being processed to be shipped. But unfortunately for the P class, because it used the same plastic moulding that the Andrew Barclay did, they decided to investigate, and it turns out that, they weren't happy with the packaging. So they've had to go and redesign the entire packaging for the P class, which has now delayed it to the new year. So yeah, unfortunately, it's not going to be arriving before Christmas, but certainly will be early January. So it's a nice New Year treat. So yeah, very, very nice. Moving on, we've got another set of Mark 1 coaches, Mark 1 Suburban coaches. So they say after the high success of the BR Blues, they've decided to make a Crimson version, which would be quite nice. I believe I have a couple of the Hornby variants, which were okay. I wouldn't say anything to write home about, so yeah, I might have to pick a couple of Accurascales up and add them to the rake and see if there is any big difference. So yeah, quite nice. They're supposed to be arriving December the 19th, so again, it's going to be a very tight window if you get it before Christmas. They say that they will begin dispatching those after they've got rid of dispatching all their Deltics. So again, if you're quite early in the orders, you'll probably get it before Christmas, but if not, you'll more likely be getting it afterwards. But they're here in the country. Then we move on to the 16-ton mineral wagons, which are also due at the same time. So they will be coming around about the 19th of December, and these will be shipped out after the Mark 1, so you're looking at early January at the best for those. But again, they look fabulous wagons, something I still haven't got, so yeah. Accurascale, why do you do this? Because I'm going to be spending all my money. Then we move on to the Mark 2 Cs, which, they're hotly anticipated, and they will be arriving in the first week of January. God, it's going to be a busy time for Accurascale. It's literally one model in, one out. So yeah, there's some nice designs through there, and again, they will be arriving first week in January, and there will be a 7 to 10 day dispatch direct to customers and traders. So yeah, you should be receiving those early New Year. For the O-gauge modelers, not something that I probably get much following for, but if you would like to know, the Ruston 88DS, which is Accurascale's first O-gauge model, I believe, or O-gauge diesel locomotive, that is looking to be arriving the same time as the Mark 2 Cs. Yep, so that's in the first week in January. So very, very nice. So yeah, they do look good. I mean, like, I'd definitely say if I had an O-gauge track, I think I would like to pick one up. But yeah, unfortunately, that's not something I'm investing in at the moment, purely in a budgetary sense. Then we move to the Class 30/31s. These are batch 2 and 3. So they will be arriving mid-January 2025. So yeah, you'll be looking sort of the second and third week of January. And this includes all the other liveries that weren't delivered alongside. I think it was the BR Blues. But the ones that will be coming is the BR Grains, the Dutch Rail Freights, Grey, Regional Railways and Intercity Mainlines, as well as the Accurascale exclusive Network Rail version, which I think does look absolutely great. I've seen a bit of mixed reviews on the old Class 31s and 30s, so yeah, I can't say because I don't have one here in hand how good they are, but but they do look nice, I will say that. Then another hotly anticipated model is coming in late February, which is the Class 89, or the Badger. Obviously there is only one of these locomotives in existence, and they've got 4 liveries available. So they've got Intercity, the Intercity Swallow, GNR, gold lettering and white lettering. So they're 4 liveries. But they have, I think it is the Intercity Swallow, that is 2 different variants. There's the original and preserved version of it. Something that I would really like to pick up, it's the price point that's putting me on the fence a little bit, because the DC version is $229.99 off the top of my head, adding an extra £100 for DCC sound. And I don't get me wrong, I'd love to have it. I'm just on the fence. I'm tempted because I slightly know that I am getting a DCC controller for Christmas, because I've contributed to it, because it's quite expensive. So yeah, I am getting a DCC controller for Christmas. So I'm very tempted to. I don't want to make this rated R, but and spend all my money in February and not eat because I'd like a DCC sound version. But I think if I'm going to get one, I'll have to settle for the DC version and just chip it at a later date, obviously because I have to chip the rest of the collection, which is going to cost a ton. But yeah, I'm thinking about it because I don't really want to miss out. So yeah, I'm thinking, as far as I'm aware, there is nothing that I have on pre-order that is coming in February, and that is where my brain's going right now, is that I could order a Class 89. Oh God, what am I getting myself into? Moving on, moving on to the Class 50, which I think has been a bit of a quiet case with the Class 50. It's been a while since there's been an update on it. I remember I think we've had 2, if not 3 updates on the Class 60, which was announced quite late on in development. Whereas the Class 50 was, I don't even know, I can't remember when it was announced, but it was announced a long time ago. I know that, way before the Class 60 was. And it just seems to have gone very silent. I remember decorated samples were running around making tracks, obviously testing their sound features out and everything, and it looks stunning, don't get me wrong. But other than that, it's been very, very quiet on when it's going to be delivered. Until now. We have a delivery date. Obviously, I should point out all these delivery dates are subject to change. Obviously, disasters can happen, so do not get mad if suddenly Accurascale, push it back a month or even a week, because things happen. You just have to be understanding about it. At the end of the day, we're all paying our money, we're all going to get our models, and we're all going to enjoy them, hopefully. But anyway, the Class 50s are due to land at the end of March. End of March. Early March is what I meant to say. Early March, even better. So yes, I will be very much looking forward to receiving my Class 50, which will be great. So, because I know the Cavalux Class 60 lands late January. So this is my thinking, because I've got that on pre-order. So I've got Class 60 coming in January. Potentially I could have my Class 89 coming in February. And then I've got Class 50 coming in March. So yeah, it's gonna be a good start to the year, I think. But yeah, so yeah, very much looking forward to that. They say the final assembly is well underway, and they should be getting signed off at the end of the year, and then obviously on the slow boat from China all the way here. So yeah, lovely stuff. Then we've got the J67, 68 and 69 buck jumper. They say that these, because of Chinese New Year, obviously a lot of countries around sort of China. I know that Taiwan and Singapore and things, they all celebrate Chinese New Year, and they have like it's a bit like us at Christmas. You know, your offices tend to close down for like 2 weeks over Christmas period. Chinese New Year tends to do the same, but they close everything, like the factories, they all shut down for like 2 weeks. So yeah, basically Chinese New Year is happening. They should then be shipped and should be arriving in Q2 of 2025, which should put it around about July at the earliest, if I've got my maths right with that one. So yeah, be a nice little summer tank engine, along with every other tank engine that's supposed to come out next year. But yeah, I will say the buck jumper looks amazing. It's another one that's on my radar. It's not on my list at the moment, although I am very tempted with the Great Northern blue lined one. That looks very, very smart. If not an LNR black, I think either of those two could be going in my basket. Yeah, just got to see budgetary wise. It's going to be a very, very harsh year for my wallet. I think it will be screaming at me through my pocket right now. Anyway, moving onwards, we're going to the CDA wagons. So accompanying the Class 33s, I can't get my words out now. Accompanying the Class 31s are the CDA wagons, which should be in stock around mid-January. So that'll be great. So they look absolutely fantastic. What was to say? Remember, you can pre-order these models subject to availability. The Class 89 only direct or via Rails of Sheffield. Yeah, no, that's just for the 89. Why is that tagged onto those? Anyway, and then finally, we have the North Eastern Railway 20-ton hopper wagons, which is another project they've been working on, as well as the CDAs, as part of their Powering Britain range. And yeah, I will say they absolutely look fantastic. You know, I should have probably said I will stick some images up for these, but yeah, I'll stick that up now. And yeah, I think you'll agree with me. I mean, the images look fantastic of the liveries. I certainly love the blue and the red one. They're very, very striking and stand out, but I do like that sort of black one with the cross. So it's quite a nice looking one as well. I mean, I would say that they're nice looking. I mean, they're all nice looking. I might get one of each. But yeah, I'll be interested to know if they're selling these individually or as part of like a triple pack, because that tends to be what Accurascale does. I'll have to have a look. I mean, I could do that now actually whilst I'm talking about them. Just bear with. So yeah, I am very, very excited for the Accurascale models that are coming down the line, because there's so many of them. There's so many. That's not taking into account, obviously, there's no update on obviously the Class 60 release, as well as the Class 37s. They're coming later in the year. I know that. Yeah, I'm getting sidetracked now. What am I looking for? Is it even... Oh, there we are, 20-ton. Oh, yes. So they're coming in a triple pack. I should have probably looked at this before I started talking, but you know, this informal ramble is sort of the gig. You know, I hope you like it. But yeah, so they come as a triple pack, and they will be retailing for $84.95, which is not too bad for 3 wagons. I mean, that's it's about £31 a wagon, which is, I'd say, the going rate at the minute for sort of your larger wagons-ish. I mean, obviously it's a Accurascale, they are a bit higher quality, but I do think it's a bit of a shame. I'd like, for me, it'd be nice if Accurascale could do the triple packs. So I get why they do it, so you could build a nice rake up, but I think it would be nice if they could do them singly as well. You know, I think that will give some people a bit more of a chance at getting one, because yeah, £84 is a lot to spend on, say, like 3 wagons. Well, £84 in one go is quite a lot. I mean, like, you know, if you look at a loco and you go like, oh, it's £120, you sometimes jump at it. But yeah, I think like for some people, you know, if you're going on like a monthly budget of like, you've got £50 to spend, it's like, you know, you either save up and wait 2 months, or you might go, oh, £30 for a Wagon, I'll buy one. I've got £20 left over then. So yeah, I think that would be nice if they could do it. I mean, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Do you think Accurascale should sell their Wagons singly as well as part of their triple packs? Be interesting to have a bit of a discussion on that. But anyway, we'll move on to the next section, which is which Accurascale locomotive are you most excited for? I've got quite a few now. I'm not saying the Class 60. I'm keeping those a secret. As I say, I've got a Class 60 from Cavalex coming. I've not revealed the livery on that one, I don't believe. You might be able to look through one of my older videos. I might have accidentally let it slip which one I have got coming, but nobody has guessed that one right yet. And nobody's guessed the Accurascale Class 60 either. Somebody came very close once, and I panicked because it was like the first comment, and I was like, oh no, people have got it straight away. I've not been that subtle. But it wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't. So yeah, I'm out of the woods on that one. I think someone guessed, I think that's what it was. Somebody guessed the Cavalex one, and I panicked thinking they said Accurascale, and I read it, and I was like, they've guessed my Accurascale one straight away. But no, nobody has guessed it correct. So obviously we're going to the end of next month until all will be revealed for the Cavalex one. But yeah, you could certainly take a guess. I will reveal it if somebody does guess it, but that's still out in the open. Nobody's guessed my Accurascale Class 60 either, so that's still up for debate. See if anybody can guess it. Class 50, that's coming quite early on in the year, so I'm not going to say which one I've got because I don't believe I have. So yeah, I'm not going to say what the Class 50 is, but that's what else I've got on there. Class 37s, I've got 3, so I may as well, yeah, they're coming in the back end of the year, and they've already been released once. It's not like it's a new model. Although it is a new model, I don't know why. Yeah, it is a new model, but at the same time, it's the 3rd run of them, so some people have seen them before. Obviously, I will be doing a review on it through my own take. But yeah, I've got 3 coming. So the ones that I have coming for the Class 37s, I've got a 37/9 in the Euro Phoenix livery. Then I've got a Class 37 EWS Lock Rannoch, and now I'm going to have to go and check because I can't remember the other one. Bear with me, this is very informal of me. Which one is it? I know it's got a stag on it. Is it that one? No, it's the other one. I clicked the wrong one. Oh no. Which one is it? Why does Accurascale not say the name? I know I'm getting it from Rails of Sheffield, but they don't. Shall I just say the number? 37420. That's the one I've got. Oh, I could just zoom in on the picture. Oh dear. Oh no. The Scottish Hostella. That is what I'm getting. Yeah, I went a bit crazy ordering them. I just saw them. I was like, oh, Lock Rannoch. I want that one. Ordered it, and then I was like, oh, they've got a BR large logo one with a Scottish theme. I want that one as well. And then I saw the Euro Phoenix one, and I was like, oh, what have they done? What have they done? To which I had Accurascale's admin almost sort of laughing at me in the Instagram messages that we exchanged. So yeah, going to be great to have some of those come in. I might have to change them because I know what I've been doing at Rails is, which I think is quite a good thing. So my class 50 is paid off. Basically what I've been doing is, which I think is a great thing Rails do, and I'm sure other model shops do, is they allow you, although you pre-order it and they don't take any cash up front for certain models. Certain ones they do, but a lot of other ones they don't. They just, you know, oh, you pre-order it, you've got it secured, and they'll pay for it once it's arrived in store. But I find it a lot easier that basically every time I sort of pop down to Rails, I might be going for just a piece of rolling stock or something like that. But say for instance, I usually do it when I've like been given cash for some reason, like you know, if I've you know, either sold something on Facebook Marketplace or if I've been doing some extra work or whatever, and I've just got a bit of cash. Because I know my nan and granddad give me cash for like going and helping them clean their pond filter, which I always try and deny, but then they're like, you know, you put your hand in your pocket and all of a sudden 20 quid's there or something like that. I always tell them no, but you know, they'll never take no for an answer. But anyway, so what I do with that cash is I pop down to Rails of Sheffield. I'll, you know, treat myself to a new model every now and again. And if I've got, let's say, oh, you know, I might buy one piece of rolling stock that costs £30 and I've got £40, that tenner then I'll just, instead of, you know, keeping it, I put it straight on to paying off a towards a model. So yeah, my class 50's paid off. I paid that off back in October. So yeah, looking forward to that. But yeah, just pay a little bit off at a time. They're quite happy to do that. I've done big sums of like, you know, I think I paid upfront, I think I paid like 100 quid upfront for it when I first went in. I had £100. I says, oh, can I order this please? And I'd like to put £100 down on it. And then I think I still like 30 quid, 10 quid, 20 quid, until yeah, eventually it was paid off. So yeah, that's my mechanism of paying for it. But yeah, I think what I might do is I might, if there's a quiet month, which doesn't sound like the early 2025 is going to be quiet, but you know, you never guess, April, June sort of time, it sounds like there's a little bit of a break. I might just go and like pay off one of my 37s straight up. That way I don't have to pay for them all. I know that as Accurascale's version, they're all Accurascales. Accurascale's exclusive Europhoenix one, that said on the website that they take payment in September for that. So yeah, September will be paid off for that one. But I'm tempted to change it now. I'm obviously getting a DCC controller for Christmas. I'm tempted to change it to a sound fitted version, just so I can get like the flange squeals and everything like that and see how that goes up. But we'll see how much that 89 bankrupts me if I do get it. Let me know in the comments down below, and do not do it to egg me on. Do you think I should be living off of pot noodles for a month and order a class 89, or do you think that I should save my money? That is the interesting debate. We've got a few debates going on in the chat, in the comments. So yeah, let me know in the comments down below, do you think I should buy a class 89, or do you think I should save my money and don't starve myself? Yeah. And if you think I should get a class 89, which version do you think I should get? Because I have got a few coaches for GNR. Obviously I've got HST, so I've got a few coaches for GNR, and I've got loads of intercity coaches that would make a perfect accompaniment for the time. They are a bit old, but you know, they'll match it. So yeah, I have them already in my collection. Yeah, but yeah, anyway, this video is going on for a little bit now, so let's have a not a recap, but a recap of the stuff I'd like to know in the comments if you've made it this far, and if you have, thank you for putting up with this rambling. Which Accurascale locomotive that is coming out in 2025 are you most looking forward to, and what have you ordered? I want to know which locomotive, which livery, and why. Which piece of rolling stock are you looking forward to from Accurascale? There's obviously loads coming. I think the Hatton's snowplows, they definitely are tempting me as well. So yeah, that for me is probably my top one. I haven't pre-ordered them yet, but I'm probably going to. Yeah, they're the two things that I'd like to know. And third one, do you have any Accurascale locomotives already, and what have you got, and do you like it, do you not like it? As well as, do you think that Accurascale should do wagons individually as well as their multi-packs? Yeah, so 4 things to write in the comments down below. But I hope you've enjoyed this video. I know it's been a bit of an informal ramble and I sound a little bit bunged up. I promise it sounds worse than it actually is. I've had this now for about a week and it just started like a tickly throat, and it never really manifested to anything until about 2 days ago, where I just started getting a little bit sounding nasally, but it comes in waves. So I was like, oh, brilliant, you know, I'm going to get in. Got in from work, felt fine. Took the dog for a walk, felt fine. Had my tea, felt fine. Second, I thought, right, I want to come out and make this Accurascale video, bunged up. I should have done it earlier because I sounded like a normal person. But yeah, enough of the rambling. But anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, don't forget to hit the thumbs up, as well as obviously drop the comments for those 4 that I've asked, as well as anything else if you want to drop it down below. And if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button. It really massively helps my channel out. Obviously, we've got a really nice community building up at the moment. Some great people that comment in my videos on a regular basis, as well as some new people that have been joining the channel and sort of joining in the chats. So that's really, really great to see. So yeah, come on down and subscribe to the channel and we'll keep on growing. But that is all from me today, guys. Take care, everyone, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye-bye.